was $800 too much to pay for this Weber Q? Today I'm going to break down the pros, the cons, and if it's worth your money. Hi guys, I'm here with my new Weber Q3100N Plus, also known as the Family Q. It's been around for roughly 20 years and it's one of Weber's most popular grills. You can even get it in a bunch of different colors to make it really stand out on your patio. Now here's something I wish I knew before buying it. This particular model doesn't come with a thermometer on it or the electronic ignition. The store I bought this from only sold this model, but if I'd gone directly to a Weber store, I could have bought the one with the thermometer and the electric ignition for an extra $30. So it's just a little tip for you guys if you're looking for the same barbecue. Now in Australia, if you shop around, you're paying roughly $800 for this barbecue. If you guys have seen it cheaper anywhere, let me know in the comments because you might be helping someone else grab a bargain. Assembling this barbecue was pretty straightforward. It only took me about an hour and a half with basic hand tools. You might need someone to help you sort of flip the barbecue over on its side when you're screwing it all together. But other than that, it's not too difficult. Now talking about the build quality, the side tables are extremely strong considering they're made out of plastic. But I do wish Weber had built them out of, some sort of metal or reinforced them a bit more just for that extra durability. So far they're holding up well, but I'll be keeping an eye on them to see how they go with long-term sun exposure. Luckily for me, I'm under an alfresco, so they're not directly in the sun. But for people who are going to be keeping this barbecue out in the backyard, it's something you definitely need to think about. Before we jump onto the next part of this video, please like and subscribe to my channel as it really will help my channel grow and I can keep producing this content to share with you all. Now apologies for this barbecue not being squeaky clean, but I've done at least 10 cooks on this barbecue, so it's definitely getting used. And it's still going strong with no issues. The cooking area is huge. It's actually about the same size as my Kamado smoker, which is 24-inch. Weber claim you can fit 15 burgers on this grill, which is excellent considering the Weber Q is meant to be a portable barbecue. Now with the Family Q, you can use it to literally cook for your whole family and guests. Now this is the Q Plus model, which means you have the extra burner on it for better heat distribution. Lighting it up is super easy. You just press the ignition button once and it fires up every time. You don't have to keep pressing it multiple times. I've cooked steak, chicken and pizzas on this grill and it holds the heat really well. When I cook pizzas on this barbecue, I just use a heat deflector in there and it takes about 10 minutes to get the pizza cooked perfectly. So it's really handy if you don't have a pizza oven, you can just use your Weber Q to cook your pizzas. Now you're all probably wondering, does it cook a good steak? The answer is yes. I've cooked a heap of amazing steaks on my Kamado grill, which is a charcoal barbecue. And when I bought the Weber Q, I was unsure if it would live up to the same standard of cooking a really good steak like I can get out of my Kamado. But I can confidently say that yes, the Weber Q does cook an amazing steak. Just make sure you preheat the grill for at least 10 minutes, sear the steak on high heat and cook with the lid down and you won't be disappointed. Weber sells a half hot plate and a full hot plate for this model, which is great for cooking veggies, onions, burgers, and even your breakfast on. Now for this next part of the video, we're going to do a temperature test. So we're going to put a digital thermometer in and we're going to see how hot the Weber Q can get with the lid down with both burners on max. Okay, now I'm just going to put my digital thermometer on. Weber do sell their own version of a thermometer. I've just got my own version of it, which is a bit cheaper. So what it does, you just squeeze this little thing here, pops into the lid, it just sits there. So then when you close the lid, we'll get a temperature reading. So now we'll leave that for about 10 minutes and we'll see where it comes up to. Okay, so that's been about 10 minutes now and the barbecue has hit 300 degrees Celsius. I'm not sure what that is in Fahrenheit, but I'll pop it in the text here for the Americans to see. Yeah, that is searing hot there. That's ready for a steak. The extra Q Plus burner definitely helps to achieve this high temp, so credit to Weber for adding this in. Cleaning gas grills can be a pain, but the Weber Q makes it pretty easy. Since I'm used to charcoal grills, where all the fat drips into the coals, I was worried about grease buildup. Luckily the Q has a bowl-shaped design, and with this small scraper you can push all the grease and grime straight into the fat catch tray. This barbecue is definitely on the higher priced end compared to some of its competitors, but I chose Weber because it's a trusted worldwide brand. There are tons of accessories available, and customer support and replacement parts are really easy to find online. So far I think it's worth every dollar, and the ease of use is amazing. Even my wife can fire it up and cook on it while I'm at work. If you're thinking of getting a Weber Q, make sure to check out my video on mistakes to avoid on a Weber Q. I'll put the link up in the top corner here. Thanks for watching, and if you guys do decide to buy this barbecue, I hope you enjoy cooking on it as much as I do. Happy grilling!